extensive power outage. Jeez, that was close. Look, when you got a tornado like this, power lines are going to fall sometimes like dominoes, just like you see here. You got to stay clear of these, even if they don't appear to be live. They're still extremely dangerous. The ground may be energized around the pole. Check out this blizzard. I am up in the clouds, way up as a matter of fact, about 6,500 feet. It's a long way down there. Snow's flying all over the place, and oh, wait for it. Yes, thunder snow, baby. How do I always get myself in these situations? We'll save that for another segment.
Storm surge, for example. Well, we know that'll knock you off your feet, and it'll certainly stall out a car. It will also carry a car away. So it is too late to evacuate when this kind of water rise has moved in. And we know that Florence will carry with it storm surge 3 feet at least across many locations.
That was intense. Let's keep looking at this tornado because it's still moving toward us. And from what I'm hearing from the Doppler on wheels, it is still intensifying everything in its path. Huge heavy objects thrown into the air and carried several hundred feet. Oh, jeez, you got to be kidding me. Let's take this down a little closer to the ground. I'll show you what I mean. All right, there is so much warm air feeding into this beast that these falling snowflakes are actually melting. In fact, most of the precipitation around me is rain, which is not good because down near the ground and on the ground.
If you were to find yourself in this scenario, once that water comes up to 3 feet, you can see it would be coming up my shins up towards my waist. This could be enough to knock you off your feet. It could even float some cars that could be parked on the side of the roadway. This is extremely dangerous, but once we get up into that 6-foot range, look at how high this water goes. Look at this. This beat up 3,000-pound car. It was lofted by the tornado and tossed around like that piece of wood that we saw earlier. It could have come from a mile away. It's mangled. We got gasoline leaking out. That's even creating more hazards. We've got temperatures holding at 29 degrees. Listen, the cold air is so dense, it remains locked in place. The warm air has to go up and over that cold air, and the rain doesn't have time to refreeze into sleet pellets. So now we have to deal with accumulating ice.
But it's not just going to stop there. Let's go even up to 6 feet. Imagine that. 6 feet of water. This is not just static water. This is flowing water being driven by the wind. 6 feet of storm surge of inundation will carry very large objects.
Hey, do you want to build a snowman? Well, you know there's a science to stacking the snowballs. How water content and temperature all play a part in building the perfect frosting. Tune in tomorrow for the holiday magic on AMHQ.
There might even be dangers like chemicals and exposed power lines lurking in the waters. But once we get to that 9-foot range, this is an absolute life-threatening scenario. This water is through the first floor of your home into the second. You can see there's fish floating around in here. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation.
I mean, just look at these power lines. All right, those icicles must be, oh, gee, you gotta be kidding me. Where did that come from? That giant icicle just fell from his cell tower. These ice missiles can reach speeds of 90 miles an hour and land 1,000 pounds of force. Just look around. Ice collects on everything. Lights? Yeah, they're starting to flicker now. We're about to get hit. This is as bad as it gets. I'm grabbing my helmet and I'm taking shelter now. I think this thing's coming down. Here it comes. Oh! Holy smoke! Whoa, and up! There goes the power! Power's out. Thank goodness nobody was sitting in that bench. 40,000 people get injured on average. And you know what? I hope this bus stops! 500 people, because the crews are not going to be able to get to the until the ice storm is stopped. I've had enough of this. Stay safe. I'm out of here.